You heard him say to his friend, I cheated and I came home every night. Like, that was a motto. Like, we need to put a billboard on the highway.
Do you want a cookie?
And go home
you
every
want
night.
Award because you came home?
Sir, that is not acceptable. That is not right. Nobody's here for that. Talking about you cheated and came home every day. Get out of here. You are trash. Welcome back, YouTube fam. We are back with another week of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Now this is season 3, episode 2. I don't know what they're doing on. They got the stuff on the last season. I don't know if it's continuation of last season or what, but to me it's like it's a new year, it's a new season. Moving on, we got new storylines or continuations, but anyway, yeah, it's a new season. So anyways, once again, I'm Blythe.
And I'm Brandon. And if you haven't done so already, make sure you smash that subscribe button and hit the bell so you get post notifications so you know whenever we drop new content. Right. Give us a like. All right, that'll let YouTube know you're enjoying our content. They'll push it out to more people. The more people they push it out to, the more people will comment on the video. So hop in the comments. Let us know what you think about this episode. Let us know what you think about Martell and everything that we're about to talk about in this episode. Right. By the way, thank you guys. We just hit 2,000 subscribers. Yeah. All right, so thank you guys so much for your support. Yes. And helping us grow this channel. All right, we're going to go ahead and get it started right now.
All right, let's go. So, we opened up the show with Marcel. Apparently, I don't know if it's just, well, it looks like it was just him. He's bought like the property, was it like 40 acres?
Something like that.
Yeah. So he's bought some property and, you know, basically he's just saying he kind of wants to start like that legacy, you know, for the generations, having that land for his children. So we opened up with him and Marcel. They're out with their sons, his sons. Yeah, we out with Marcel, his brother Maurice, his nephews, and Marcel's sons. And so they're just talking about, you know, building that wealth, having that land and growing and building on it. So, you know, I think that's great that they're wanting to do that. Don't you think so too, for their family and everything?
That's a dope concept. I mean, I know land is a valuable asset, you know, and, you know, the earth is only but so big. So if you have land, you know what I mean? It's always going to appreciate in value. But the concept of just buying a bunch of land and then, you know, having your family, like,
absolutely,
that's pretty dope. I've never heard of that before, but that sounds like a really dope concept.
Yeah. So the land I think is great. So apparently, they want to have their family all build homes on the land. I'm with the land for the redevelopment and purposes and investments, and I think that's awesome. The whole grand family, not sure.
Not feeling it?
No, not sure about that one. So, and that's the thing. What happened? Marcel was like, you know, if you talk to your wife, Kimmi, Maurice's wife, Kimmi, and he's like, oh, she's gonna be good. She's gonna be down. Everything is gonna be great.
Did what we do a lot as men, you know? You kind of assume.
Think what you think.
Yeah, of course she's gonna see my, you know, view on this. Of course she's gonna see that this is an excellent idea. Yeah. So yeah, she'll be fine. We'll work out the details.
Negative. I mean, prior to that, we have Tisha. She visits Kimmi, and you know they sit down and talk. You know, there were 2 major things they talked about. One thing was they did talk about the whole moving the whole family on the Scott Manor, and Kimmi was like, no. She's like, not with it, like having my own space. Love you, don't want to be that close to you all day, every day. And I feel you, girl, Kimmi, I'm right there with you. So, you know, to wrap that up, finally in the end, Maurice and Kimmi finally talk, and he's like, I wasn't sure, I think you kind of let me know. And she's just like, no, I clearly told you that I'm not trying to build, I'm not trying to live there. That's just not what I want to do. And he, you know, I think he got it at that point. She's not with it. That's not what she wants to do. Again, I agree with you, Kimmi. It's just a little too much. You love family and you want to keep those relationships. Sometimes, you know, we can kind of just hurt matters and make matters worse and you know, hurt relationships sometimes with some moves that we make. So I totally agree with her. You might not want that all day, every day. Now on the flip side, back to her and Tisha, they talked and like Tisha was questioning like her loyalty as like a real friend or something. I guess between like the whole relationship with her and Melody, because Tisha, basically she's done with Melody or whatever. And then Kimmy's just like, I'm cool with Melody, whatever. Got to move forward with life. I mean, true. And Tisha's just like, I really want us to be close. I really want us to be sisters. I mean, I really like Tisha. They are sister-in-laws, but she's just doing a little too much. Like she's putting a little too much on Kimmi. And with all that extraness, no, Kimmi don't want to live next door to you. With all that, I mean, what did you think? It was a little much. I mean,
I don't know. I guess I felt like maybe I was missing some context on that. But I don't know. I guess I feel like that's more of a y'all thing.
The female thing.
Yeah.
That's true, because a lot of times y'all don't even get in stuff like that.
Right, we don't even get that deep. Like, either we cool or we not. Like, I don't know about the levels of loyalty and all that.
Well, I mean, Tisha and Melody, they fell out last season. Kimmy's still cool with everybody. And so anyways, since she's her sister-in-law, Tisha is not feeling Kimmi being, cool with Melody or whatever.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I got nothing. I'm sorry.
Okay, so still, just don't phase you, huh? Just as a
either
man,
we cool or we not. Like, either we gonna go grab I don't know, like go hoop or go grab a beer.
And
like
it's over, it's done.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The levels of loyalty won't really do all that. Like, it's either we gonna squash it or we not.
Yeah. Y'all don't get that deep with it. Yeah, it was too much. Like, I don't know what's going on with Tisha. Like, why she's just being so extra, all this neediness. I don't know what's going on with Tisha. It kind of makes me question some things with her husband, Marcel, because I'm just like, what's with all this outside? Like, I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out why she just so, where you at with me and all this. It's just like in another relationship. I mean, they are sister-in-laws, they're family. And she still has her back, but it's too much. It's too much for me personally. Even I'm a female, and it's too much for me. So I'm just keeping it real. Maybe I'm different, but it's too much for me. Yeah.
I don't know. You remind me of her a lot. Was it Kimmi?
Oh, Kimmi?
Yeah. You remind me of her a lot. That's your stance on the whole. I don't know. I think, guys, we are more. I don't know. I guess we're more likely to want to live closer to family. I think. I guess because guys and their mothers and stuff like that, maybe that's what it is. But y'all don't always feel the same way.
No. Anyways. So also too with Kimmi and Maurice's conversation in the end, it came up about her son, and I don't know, Maurice is just like, yeah, he needs to pursue, whatever the entrepreneurial things he wants to do. Kimmy's like, that's great, but he still got to work at the same time. And I agree, like, he's a grown man, graduated. You're not just going to lay up in the house not working. You can work on your side gig.
Yeah, that's always been, look, they are more successful than I am to this point, but it's always been kind of my understanding or my stance that, I'm all for entrepreneurship and starting your own business. I'm just, a lot of times people jump out and try to do that like 100% from the jump. And that's normally not the best route. Because, look, you still... And he might be in a different situation. I don't know what their circumstances are where, they got money. Maybe they can cover his bills or he's staying with them or whatever the case may be. Yeah. But they don't want it. It's principles. So they don't want to... Exactly. They want to teach him work ethic. And, so... normally, yes, you need to work your 9 to 5 so you can cover your bills. And then you work on your, your business... Yeah. Once you get off of work on your off time, it's a grind.
I think she don't want him to probably have that idea, that concept, like everything's gonna be given to you, whatever. Because sometimes when you do that, like you mess up. Like when you fall hard in life, you just fall, just mess up, just crumble. Oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do. If you already in the mindset where you've been grinding, getting it, you're not bothered. You're just like, here go another, whatever. You get up and you keep moving and you keep it pushing. Like that's what that hard work, that ethic, that's what it instills in you. You just naturally grind. Like what happened? Oh, it was a failure? Okay. We learned something. We get up and we move on to the next. You don't sit here and wallow in it. Oh, no. Begging for somebody to give you something. No, you get up, dust yourself off, keep on moving.
That's true. Because, I mean, if you start a business and, like, if you're starting a business, you're going to have ups and downs. You're going to have bumps. So,
absolutely.
You know what I mean? So, if you run into those bumps and you run into some resistance and you haven't, like, experienced any resistance before.
Here you go.
Yeah, you're just going to give up. And then, you know what I mean? So, I definitely understand her point of view that he can work a job and, hey, on your off time, work on your business stuff. So
that's right. He don't even have, like, a family and stuff, and he stays with them. It's like... What are we?
You ain't got nothing to do but work.
Come on, get it.
That's the time to grind right there.
Absolutely. So, anyways, taking it back to the beginning, we see. I gotta give it to Destiny. She be grinding. She do the hair and the real estate. Go, girl. I love it. But anyway, so she basically looked like she found Melody a house. And sold her a home. Melody, obviously, since Martell is acting. We already know Martell is crazy, so I don't know what the deal is with their house, because I'm like, I wouldn't want to leave my house, but he's so crazy. She just went on and got her other house, which she probably had to because he's crazy. We all know this. But, yeah, she got a beautiful home. Then she bought a beautiful home for her and her children. I'm happy for her. I am proud, of her. Like she said, why I got to downgrade for what? Just because I'm done with him. And she's absolutely right. You don't downgrade, girl. You keep on going. Moving on up, bigger and better. Because he messed up. He messed up and it's over with. And you can tell he feel it too, the way he just keep hollering. He know he's messed up. He's done. He's through. He's gone. He's trash. Don't nobody want Martell. So anyway, she done moved up. She got her nice spot. I think it's beautiful for her and her children. And she's moving on with her life as she should. I mean...
Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate to me from the guy's standpoint that, like, she's having to move out and get another house. Like, that's what you should be doing as the man.
Well, he shouldn't have did any of that mess.
If we want to go back
there. It's so far.
I'm just working from where we're at right now. Yeah. He should have found another place to stay. She let her have the house and her, maintain the stability. Like, you're the one who messed up. So, but yeah.
Something wrong with him.
Glad she's moving on. And yeah.
So, from there we have, all right. So at the office, we have Marcel and Letitia. They at the office, chopping it up, doing what they do. And then here comes Tisha's mom. Now, Miss Wanda, she just tell it like it is. Marcel said he was scared when she came in.
Said he felt it in his spirit, man.
He was scared. So Miss Wanda, she's been a firecracker just ever since the show started, and she gonna let you know how she feels. So she come in talking about Martel and Melody business, right?
Messy.
Okay, they didn't know, whatever, saying, and then talking about the girl being pregnant, right? Mm-hmm. Next thing you know, Miss Wanda, talking about, what you doing? How you doing? She's talking about, I'm good. I got me a new man. But wait a minute. There's like, Miss Wanda, what you mean? What? He's talking about, what about, I don't know if it's Tisha's father or not, but she has a husband apparently. She's like, oh, that's nothing. We just need to get a divorce. But I got me a new man now.
But Steady was going off about, Martell and Melody, like, you're completely right, ma'am, but the message is right. The person delivering the message, not so much.
Miss Wanda gotta stop. Miss Wanda, I love her, but ma'am, I didn't even know she was married. I really didn't. Didn't find that. They're separated. They just haven't officially got divorced, and she got the new. What you think? Now, in our culture, I'm just gonna put it out there. Our culture, it is normal for us to just separate and not officially divorce. I feel like it was just like new that we're really like getting divorced. Am I tripping? Or what you think? Because we didn't we didn't usually really officially get divorced. The separation, yeah. Mm-hmm. Had their own place. Sometimes somebody knew, yeah. But officially divorced. So honestly, it's not that new. It's not that normal for us. Nowadays, we're not doing that. We are really getting divorced and, breaking it off clean and moving on with life. But she need to go ahead and get that divorce and move on then. She's apparently already moved on.
Yeah, we gotta stop normalizing this. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I've been fortunate enough to not have been around a whole lot of divorces. Like I saw a lot of long-lasting marriages in my family growing up. But apparently, this is a thing. Like like getting separated and like you know what I mean. Like it's okay to like, you know what I mean? All right, you separate, you haven't got the divorce yet. It doesn't mean like you can't even look nobody's way. But like having these whole relationships.
I mean, for us, yes. It's either like they may get separated and then like have these relationships, or sometimes they stay together and they really don't like each other and they're really not happy. It happens in all cultures, but I'm speaking for mine. I know for sure that is a lot of times what happens. It's just, what am I going to say? Times have changed. And as we have went through things as a culture of gaining freedom and being able to be independent, women have finally stepped into that, which a lot of times we just did not have the ability to do back in the day. I'm going to be very honest. It was scary and you couldn't do that. You really couldn't step in the streets like that. So a lot of times you may stay, even if you don't want to stay, or you may separate, but not really like officially or whatever. And then I mean, still today, there are people who separate and get back together. That happens all the time too. So whatever. But yeah, for our culture, that is absolutely normal. Yes.
But is it right?
No,
I mean, because
we can sit here all day and talk about what's right.
You pulling another person into it though, like you know what I mean. Like,
what you mean you pull another person into it?
If you're married but separated, and you're dating somebody else, but you still ain't officially divorced your husband,
right?
That other person is getting their feelings in situations that caught up.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm not really talking about a man who's normally talking about, oh, I want to make it work out and be back together. They'll probably have somebody as well. I mean, it's mutual. I'm not talking about somebody who's like, oh, we want to still be together. Like, no, they probably got somebody too. They just won't officially go do the legal thing.
I'm not sure what your...
I'm just saying, we just normally, not now, no. I'm saying back in the day, we did not go do the legal thing, didn't do the legal paperwork to officially get divorced.
I'm saying that we should.
I'm just saying it's not odd. I'm just saying it's not new. Like, that is what older people did. They did a lot of that back in the day. It's crazy, and
if you are separated, you should make your mind up. Either you're gonna try to work it out with your spouse, get some counseling, do what you got to do, because that's for me. That's the number one option. I'm all for families staying together. So if you haven't gone through counseling, if you haven't,
boo, we don't even want to. We don't have to get into that, boo. Our culture going to counseling. Come on, boo. That's another.
That's something else we need to normalize.
That's true. Yes. But come on,
I'm just saying.
I mean, boo, y'all, especially y'all definitely don't be trying to go no counsel. Oh, I'm not going to go talk about telling my business. I mean,
this is true, but that's what I'm saying. We need to change that. But anyway, we don't have to get on the soapbox.
I think we are. I think we are.
I think we're getting there. But if you don't want to do that, then you need to make the divorce official.
Handle it.
Yeah, you need to handle that.
That's true. Well, anyways.
Off the soapbox.
Moving on. Moving on. So, goodness gracious, here we go. the usual mess with your boy Martell. So of course Melody, she is she's at her home, she's having her time with her children. Oh, go ahead.
You forgot the part where Martell's business deal is falling through because of his transgressions.
Ooh, scrap, cut. You're right. So basically his partner comes and talks to him because they have a new development deal. And he wants to, of course, Martell wants to be in charge and wants to be the face and, halt manner. But anyways, his friend let him know that, honey, your transgressions, your business, all your personal business in the streets has messed you up. And basically he let him know that, you're not, he point blank told him, you're not going to be the face anymore. And he's like, basically, he said, I don't know where they are with the deal. Cause I don't know. I just don't think they're feeling him no more personally.
I mean, from what it sounds like, the deal is still being worked, but he's not going to be the face. But I'm going to be, I don't know, man. I think you might be right. Like looking at some of the scenes from next week, it looks like, some things might be in the works to kind of push him out. I don't know. But yeah, man, look. One thing guys got to look in, take into account, especially, look, cheating is wrong, period, right? But when you're high profile, when you have a lot, at risk, at stake, look, you might have to think twice or a third time or fourth time before you, lay down with somebody else, before you fulfill, you know what I mean, what your flesh, is telling you to do, because that stuff can be costly sometimes. Like we have a thing where we watch TV shows, we watch sports or whatever the case may be, and you ask me, hey, do you think that celebrity guy is cheating on his wife?
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I guess I don't have the most optimistic view on that. A lot of times I assume that they're cheating. Because a lot of time they are. Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
There's been several instances that I can point to where you were just like, no way. I'm like, yeah, he's definitely cheating on her. And then it would come out that he was cheating. But anyway, we talked about Steph Curry. And you're like, you think he cheats on her. And he's one of the first ones that I was like, I don't know if Steph is cheating, because they got an empire. Like Aisha Curry, she's got the cookbook, the cooking channel, the cookery, the cookware in Walmart. Like their brand, their brand is intertwined. Like that Curry brand, that Wholesome Family brand, that is worth millions on millions of dollars. Yeah. So for him to mess that up, it's really not worth it. It's really not worth it. Now.
Or does he just have a good NDA?
And I think that's something that they breached on the show, because wasn't she like, she said, you need to go talk to, what did she say?
She was at her house and her mom came over and they were talking and he was like, well, you need to talk to some older women about how to treat your man. She's like, you need to go talk to some older men. And then he's like, oh, I did. She's like, what they tell you? Well, you need to get somebody that don't have nothing, that has something to lose. You need to get somebody to sign an NDA. Like, Martell,
who did you talk to? What older men did you talk to?
Did you go scandals like himself?
Did you go talk to Bishop Don Juan? Who did you go talk to?
It could have been the bishop of the church. They all scandalous.
Oh, Jesus. Don't go there.
Yeah, don't make me do it. I don't want to do that.
But I mean, it's like, man, Martell, like that, like she said, that doesn't sound like you're trying to get better. That sounds like you are trying to get better. You're trying to get better at cheating. Right. Like you're not trying to get the right kind of advice.
Trying to get better at doing the wrong thing.
Right. So, anyway. Yeah.
Well.
That deal, I don't know if that deal is gonna. I don't know what's gonna come. We'll find out.
Yeah, and he asked too. He said, "Will Melody still be involved and stuff like that?" So apparently, it looked like a family deal. It looked like it was a package. It wasn't just Martell. It looked like it was Melody and Martell. Like we wanted the whole deal. And now you in the streets, it's just looking messy
and I could see how that's starting to look less attractive for them, because y'all two are volatile. Like, you know what I mean? They're depending on Melanie to, what does she do? Bring her part to the table.
Yeah. It's all part of real estate.
Yeah.
Development,
Yeah, so if they're not getting along, they might, you know what I mean, like just blow up the whole deal because they can't like sit at a table and act like two adults.
Well,
or whatever.
I mean, it's already. I mean, now you're already trying to like mediate and settle in a divorce. They're already up here dividing everything else. You're talking about a $30 million deal. Like, ain't nobody trying to come for all that. And then nobody trying to put nothing out there. The brand gonna be all tarnished and messed up. Putting his big face out there. Come on now.
Yeah.
So it's not a good look, and he knows it. You see how he keep hollering every time I come around somebody. He know he messed up, and he trying. He he wants to. It's over. It's over. You can see that in the end when he came to the house. When Melody was with the children, like, oh, I'm gonna come see my children. Like, Martell, stop. You just such a lie. Like, you're just a joke, sir. Like, it's just a joke that's not even funny. Like a tired joke that you don't even want to see no more. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, it's over with. Like, Melody's through with you. She's through with your lies. The marriage is over. It's done. Like, you could tell that he's been manipulating for a long time. Yeah. You can tell that. And it's hard for him to even grasp that it's over. It's done. He has no more power. He can't do it anymore. And she's over and she's done with it. As she should be.
It was just like, I mean, it as a man, like, it's just hard to watch, man. Like, he rolls up to her house that you made her get because you wouldn't move out of y'all's house for the mistakes that you made. And you come up there and have the nerve to start accusing her of cheating.
And, remember what he said in the office? I always know how, you can always change the narrative. That's his little talk, change the narrative. And that's all he's trying to do.
You can't just pull that out your behind. Like, accuse somebody of cheating. Yeah. And his logic was so faulty. It's like, you know what I mean? You cheated on me. She was like, how? What do you mean? You talking about since we separated, I've talked to other people, but I ain't started doing that until I left you. He was like, no, you stopped doing stuff for me, sexual stuff for me, so you must have been doing it with somebody else. I assume you do it with somebody else. What? In what world does that make sense? Could it be that she's tired of your lies? Right. Could it be she's tired of the manipulation? Right. If that's the case, like, women aren't like us. It don't matter what's going on. We're always down to get it in. Y'all are different. If it ain't right on the home front, it's not going down. No, she's not going to do that thing that she used to do. if you ain't acting right.
She was like, I ain't never did some of that stuff he wanted. She was like, I ain't never did that day one.
Okay, look, man, so to say that because she's...
But they don't give you a reason to go do what you do.
That doesn't mean you assume that she's doing it to somebody else. Maybe that's something that she's just not comfortable doing. Yeah. Or B, maybe she used to do it and you ain't been acting right, so she's not finna do it no more. That's how it works. What you need to do...
If she ever was, but yeah.
Instead of figuring out who she's doing it with, if she's doing it with somebody else, you need to figure out why she's not doing it with you anymore. You know what I mean? Like, what am I not doing in this relationship? What am I not giving her that she needs? Yeah. So... yeah, that was embarrassing,
it was embarrassing for him.
It was embarrassing for everybody.
Oh, for all men?
He was just gaslighting her. Yeah. The producers had to step in because they were like, "Bro, you are tripping." Yeah. Like, it's bad when the producers have to step in.
She was just like, she was done with the scene though. You could tell. Remember, she was just like, y'all go ahead and handle it before I knock him out. Y'all, let's go. Y'all go ahead and handle it.
So ridiculous. Mm-hmm. Like, are you serious? Mm-hmm. It is literally the producer's job to see to it that there is some drama, going on, and but like, he just takes it to a whole nother level. The producer was like, "Yo, we're about to have some real violence right here. Let me step in."
It's already COVID. It's already enough going against us right now.
Like, that was wild, man. And it's just, and she brought it home at the end. And I said it last week because he wants to go on and keep talking about how, he loves his kids. He takes care of his kids. Yeah. He's a family man. And I said last week, if you're cheating on your wife, you're not a family man, period. I don't care how good of a father you are to your kids. Mm-hmm. if you really cared about your kids that much, you would not step out on their mother. Period. And that's what she said. She was like, he's just frustrated because he want to talk about this and that with the kids, and you threw that down the drain. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the family unit is broke up. Your relationship with the kids, they're going to see what's going on and what you did and what role you played in it. And you know what I mean? Like, that, you can't take that back.
That's true.
And he's frustrated, and that's the truth.
Everything you said is right. Like you said, she brought it down to, he wasn't thinking. When he was doing what he was doing, he was not thinking. Caught up. Selfish. Very selfish. And, now he's basically losing everything. And it's over. Nobody's here for it. He's definitely, just like you said earlier, I could change the narrative. You can always change the narrative. He's trying to change it to make it look like, she wasn't treating him right at home. That's why I had to go do what I did. She's cheating on me. She wasn't giving it to me. She was cheating on me. I mean,
he is reaching.
Yeah.
Like, he is grasping for straws,
too.
Right?
It's so obvious. But anyways, Martell, I just want him to get some help. He is sick. Martell is sick. And he is just, I don't know. He's just so full of himself. Like, he really just thought he could do these things. You heard him say to his friend, I cheated and I came home every night. Like, that was a motto. Like, we need to put a billboard on the highway.
Do you want a cookie?
Go home
you
every
want
night.
Award because you came home?
Sir, that is not acceptable. That is not right. Nobody's here for that. Talking about you cheated and came home every day. Get out of here. You are trash. He is just despicable. I'm very serious right now. He is despicable. I'm just tired of him. Like, I'm tired of him. He's through. I'm for real.
That's probably worse.
Yeah,
like
that's true. Than going on and just hiding in your hole.
Just hide in your hole and feel guilty about yourself.
Right?
So your mind, your conscience is that dead. Your soul is just that dead that you could cheat and then come home to the crib and look at your kids in the eyes and play with them and
try to hug them, get somebody, get up in the bed with somebody.
That's worse.
And now this girl's supposed to be pregnant, right? So I mean. Melody just had the other little baby. Oh, God.
That's so embarrassing.
So sweet, baby. That baby not even a year old, right? Oh, God. It's just wrong.
You're not a family man.
No. Absolutely not. He's wrong, and, he just thought he could get away with it. And he really underestimated. A lot of men do this. A lot of men do underestimate, undervalue their women, their wives. They think, well, if I'm not here, you can't do this. If I'm not here, she can't make it. And it's just like, no. Like, never underestimate anybody. Never devalue anybody. Never make assumptions thinking that somebody can't do something just because you're not there. Trust and believe. People can make it. They can move on and get on with their life. So you know what you need to do? Treat people right. Value them. Love them. Be honest. Do right by them. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying at the end of the day. And you've seen it play out right in front of you.
Yeah.
So he's losing out little by little. And I think it's only going to get worse for him.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to say that for him.
Yeah.
Well, was that it? There was a lot in
I think that was it.
Yeah, that's it. So, y'all, and that was just episode 2. I mean.
I know. I'm like, where's the show going from here?
I know. Goodness gracious. Because it's going to be a lot. But they have a lot. I mean, he wasn't thinking because he had a lot to lose. What was he thinking?
I'm sorry, but bruh, like, you know how many, like, they're in real estate. You know how many assets they have that you wanted to try to divide that up? Like, you know how
like it's not just like they have a house. Like, right. Like they bought a house. Like, no, you have a business. Like, you have homes, like
property, land, assets, like,
and then other things outside of that.
good luck. Good luck dividing that up. That's going to be a long, drawn-out divorce.
It is. And it's definitely not going to work out the way he think it is. I know that.
No.
It's not going to go his way. Well, all right. That is it. Stay tuned. Again, we'll be back next week with the next episode.
If you haven't done so already, make sure you smash that subscribe button, hit the bell so you get post notifications, and hop in the comments. Let us know what you think about Martell. Let us know what you think about the situation and everything that happened in this episode. It was a lot. So let us know what you think about it. And we'll see you guys next week.
Next week. Bye.